We're going to talk about the two churches. The two churches that God finds no fault in. And that is the church of Smyrna and the church of Philadelphia. And we're going to read both of them. Short few verses, each one of them. The first one is Church of Smyrna. These are very important because out of the 7, only 2 God agrees with. And they teach the same thing. They teach who the Kenites are. And they teach about a lot of other things. But those 2 things are your preachers teaching you who the Kenites are. Because these are the 2 churches God agrees with. You see if you agree with that. Chapter 2, verse 8. Revelations 2:8. And unto the angel of the church in Smyrna write these things, saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. These, they're claiming to be from our brother Judah, but they're not. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. This is what it's talking about. It's talking about these people I'm talking about are going to be delivered up to Satan, and God's going to speak through them. And they'd only be in that situation for no more than 10 days. These are Jesus' words. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt by the second death. And the second death is hell. The second death is the death of the soul. It's not the death of the flesh. It's the death of the soul. Because when your flesh dies, your soul they don't die. And to the angel, and that was the end of that one. And we're going to jump over to Revelations 3:7. And it reads, and to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write these things, saith he that is holy. This is Jesus writing these. This is Jesus' words. He that is true, he that hath the key of David. The key of David is the lineage of Christ, through Eve all the way to Christ, through David also. And it's the understanding, the key of David is the understanding the 3 earth ages. There was an earth age before this, before there was a flesh age. You were in a spirit body. Okay, I'm not going to go any more than that right now. Watch the other video I do on false Christ comes first, and that will help you understand that. The key of David. He that openeth, and no one shutteth, and shutteth, and no one openeth. Because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm sealing you in your mind in information so you're not deceived by Satan, because the Kenites are a big part of that. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before ye an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. I will make them to come and worship before thy feet Why is that? Because you're going to be with Jesus, and they're going to come to him, and you're going to be with him. So they're going to know who loves them, who Jesus literally loves. And know that I have loved thee, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the earth. Now, what is that temptation? Is Satan claiming he's Jesus when he comes? He's going to be in a flesh. He's not going to be, you're still going to be in the flesh body. So you know that this is not the true Christ. Because when the true Christ comes, you're back in your spirit body. And the tribulation is when Satan comes claiming he's Jesus, and the whole world will wonder after him thinking he is Jesus. The word, okay, let me go back here. Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar. You're going to be holding up. That's what it's talking about. Make a pillar in the temple of my God. So you're going to be in the temple holding up. That's important you are to God. Okay? And he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God. And that city, the name is Beulah, which the new Jerusalem, which is the new Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God. And I will write upon him my new name, which that new name is Hephzibah. I delight in her, his bride. And we are the bride of Christ, Israel. Anybody who loves God in Jesus' name is part of Israel. I don't care who you are. That new name is Hephzibah. He that hath an ear, let him hear that the Spirit saith unto the churches. And now that is the two churches that he agrees with. Now you are in one of those 7 churches. There's 7 altogether in what we're reading here in Revelations 2 and 3. And you're in one of those churches, if you like it or not. Even if you don't believe in God, you're in one of those churches. So these 2 churches are teaching who the Kenites are. Who are the Kenites? Well, he was the first murderer, Cain was. And we will read that next in John 8:44. Right now I'm going to just go with this. But they're from the relationship between Eve and Satan. Because Cain is not in Adam's genealogy. Look in Genesis 5. He is not part of Adam. They were twins. Adam and Eve had first she slept with Satan, then she slept with Adam. And they had twins in her. She had twins. They were fraternal twins and identical twins. And these were fraternal twins because they had different fathers. And you can check with your doctor and ask them if that can happen today. It can. And he was the first murderer. He killed his brother, his twin brother. Cain, he killed Abel. That was the first murder. That'll get you started about these Kenites. You need to understand who they are. And you need to leave them alone. You're not supposed to do anything to them. You're supposed to leave them. That's part of God's plan. He's allowing it to happen.